What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a dream catcher read for the sign of Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you are second in the zodiac lineup for group 3. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with your reading. I'm going to do a little bit of shuffling for you guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I truly appreciate your patronage. Um, Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed, so that way you are notified when I drop new readings for your sign or placement sign in your birth chart. Okay, I'm going to shuffle 3 times. Just feels like the energy has changed a little bit within Pisces before and getting started in your reading. I always shuffle beforehand, but whenever there's a little bit of energy floating around, that could be you guys, in the process of something that you're working on that's pertaining to this particular reading. Okay, so we're going to start with one from the top, which is for your energy. One from the bottom, which is the energy of the situation and or person, and then one energetically from the middle, which kind of eyeing something right about here. I think that's the one that I wanted. And so that is the energy between you and the situation and or person. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what you got going on, Pisces. So in your energy, we have the moon energy. You are in yours. Okay, that is Piscean energy for where you are right now, something being hidden. Then we have the Six of Swords, which is Aquarius energy mixed in with a little bit of feminine Taurian energy. I'll show you that in a minute of how I got there. Okay. Then we have the energy between you and the situation and or person is in the Devil, which is Capricorn earth energy coming in here. Okay. So very as I say, mischievous usually when the devil comes up. Okay, so like I said, to start is your energy, Pisces, with this moon card. We have 2 different kind of like wolves here with the moon behind them and a waterfall, if you will, which speaks to the water energy of you, Pisces. There's pretty much the moon in the back, but there's also kind of like this mirror, if you will, that's causing some kind of light to shine through. And there's bats that are flying through this ring also. It's a lot of imagery going on in this card. Okay, but usually the moon talks about things being hidden. Okay, and so the old age adage of what's done in the dark comes to light is the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, and so whatever it is that you're doing right now, Pisces, there's probably either some things that are hidden or that you're hiding from someone for the moment, which leads to kind of a mischievous type vibe. Okay, so either you're someone who is fond of pranking or something, or it could just be something that you're particularly working on. Okay, water signs are very temperamental in a way, in the sense of like hiding things. They withhold a lot of information, primarily usually for a reason. Okay, Pisces, it's not to pick on you, but you guys have that tendency of manipulating certain situations just to see what people will do. Okay, and when you already know 9 times out of 10 what they're going to do. Okay. So it's really no need of doing it, but you do it anyway. So here's again, this hidden energy where you are right now with holding something. Okay. The situation and or person is in this Six of Swords energy. Six of Swords is usually always talking about or looks as though someone's in a boat, kind of like sailing away. Okay. Um, Remember, I said this feminine Taurian energy, okay, is over here. That's where I got that from. Okay. As we know, the horns is Taurus. Okay. But this is primarily a air sign energy, which is Aquarius. Okay. Is Six of Swords. And so it's something in regards to, it's possibly a situation about moving. Okay. Maybe it's you moving towards someone, or maybe relocating, possibly. All right. Six is here in the sense of possibly doing a lot of reevaluating right now. It's probably not something that you really want to do. There's still some hidden pieces going on. Maybe you've mentioned moving and people want to know where, and you don't want them to know because maybe you're trying to move away from them, possibly. So keep it to yourself. Maybe you shouldn't have mentioned that you were moving, period. Okay, maybe you haven't yet, and maybe that's something that you need to consider. If there are certain people that you don't want to know your business, then by all means keep it to yourself then. Okay. Not something that you need to be sharing with everyone if you don't want to. Okay. You control the information that other people know. Okay. um, and again, if you have people around you that are, kind of nosy or dig into your information or want a lot, want to know a lot about your life, and maybe you don't feel comfortable in talking to them, then tell them the truth and just say you're not comfortable with talking about it. Okay. That is your choice. Okay. Just like they have the choice, or right to ask you a question, you have the right to say, I don't want to answer it. Okay. So that's better than telling a lie or making them feel like you don't trust them or whatever the case may be. Just say it and be honest. Okay. Because it leads into this, this devil energy, this Capricorn energy, which can be very mischievous. Okay. Um, and sometimes, causes more problems than most. Okay. Because now, as we can see here, we kind of have like this like court gesture that's in this cage. The cage is open, it's not closed. However, this devilish character behind this cage is holding the cage, which is still true to the usual devil card in Rider's Waite, which usually has two people tied together by a string, and then the ram kind of behind, or the devil kind of sitting behind looking over them. There's only one person in this card, okay? And so, as far as in this cage, behind them is this character with these chains, if you can see that, chains attached to this cage. Door open, meaning at any given point in time, you can stop this energy, okay? So, in my opinion, it almost feels as though, again, this is self inflicted, okay? Self inflicted manipulation. In the sense of, oh, you can stop it at any given point in time, but you also started it. So, what are you going to do about it? Is the vibe that I'm getting from this devil card. Okay. So, again, especially if there's any toxicity around you, you have to take accountability of if you possibly started that energy up. Okay. So, that's the gist of this spread. Okay. Is things being hidden, you not wanting to really share a lot, possibly considering moving, but or have told people certain things just to see how they would react. and all it's led to is a lot of manipulation on your part, Pisces, or it could be vice versa. Again, get in where you fit in. If it's not you, Pisces, and it's one of these signs that I mentioned, then by all means, that is your story. Okay, don't come at me in the comments because I didn't send for you. Okay, I love you guys, Pisces, but do what you do. Again, these are general messages, not personal. So let's head on to the mindful messages. I'm going to do just some light shuffling. Not really going to do, thought I was going to do a hard shuffle. I guess I will after I do a little light shuffling here. Just on y'all's energy. It's very mixed. Remember, Pisces, and I tell this to everybody whenever I do their signs, or if I actually feel the possible energy of cross watching, or again your energy sun sign in Pisces, you share your energy with others that have Pisces in a particular placement in their chart. That means a lot to them. And so people will start watching or have started watching their placement signs for different spots in their birth chart. And so their energy may be cross-haired in your reading, okay? So we're going to pick one from the top and one from the bottom, okay? These messages are pretty much what your main focus should be right now, Pisces. You can take both for yourself or both towards a situation or one apiece, okay? But whatever resonates for you. The first message is play, okay? Green standing for heart chakra, okay? Play has came up before. It says, I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do, okay? So again, like I said at the beginning, you could be working on a particular project that is a lot of fun for you and keeping it close to the vest, okay? As far as not sharing a lot with people, you're enjoying it, and it's better, I guess, better for you in a sense, Pisces, to keep it that way, kind of hidden and moving away from people that, I don't know, may cause you to be distracted or something like that. And so maybe that's a reason why you've been distant towards people for some of you. Others of you, again, could be just something new and you don't want anybody disrupting it. And so that is why you're remaining kind of secretive about what's going on, okay? So let's look at the second message, which is conscious focus. Conscious focus, okay? We have these eyes here, very sultry, but we have kind of like a mixture, I would say, of the root chakra and third eye. It says, what I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Okay, so being aware and being very passionate about what it is that you are focusing on. Okay, again, starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Okay, we have that sitting between this Six of Swords and this Devil energy. Okay, so for some of you, you know, you're in your passion, you're enjoying it, you're very focused because of this conscious focus coming out, okay? However, whatever is happening here, again, for some reason, I'm just feeling this self-infliction that's going on, maybe in external connections, possibly, Pisces, that have caused, you know, some kind of either manipulation or, I could say seclusion, if you will, which leads people to think maybe that you've changed, and maybe you have, in the sense of maybe the success that you gained from what it is that you do. Okay, that could have changed your outlook towards people. Okay, your personality or your character has changed more so than how people originally know you or know you for. Okay, and so, but at this point, I don't. I think you're aware of it, but you're not really focused on it because you're more so focused on the here and now of your happiness, which is fine. But just don't belittle people down the line, okay? And if you've already done that, then some people have possibly removed themselves from you because of it, okay? Again, it's not going to be for every Pisces. There could be a separate sun sign that's looking in on Pisces for maybe connections or business, um, things of that nature, okay? But that's what I'm feeling when it comes to those focus, your main focus right now, which is enjoying what you do and being primarily focused on your happiness and whatever projects you're working on, okay? So we're going to get into the sacred geometry to see what the outcome of the energy is for you, Pisces, okay? 3 shuffles. Again, remember, you guys, just take what resonates and pass the rest. If this is not your reading, then it's not your reading. We do still have 2 more to go for the collective for group 3. Okay. Been kind of getting the readings out a little bit slowly because I've been having repairs and stuff done in my apartment, so kind of interrupted the flow of the readings. So let's go ahead and get into card from the top, which is that one, and then one from the bottom. Same goes for these. You can take one for yourself and one towards the situation, or you can take both, however it resonates for you. The first message is prosperity. Okay, prosperity. New energy alert. First time this is coming out. Okay, so prosperity. Again, I did mention you being very successful in whatever project it is that you're working on right now is obviously very lucrative. Okay, and so things change for people sometimes. Number 36, which comes out to 9, completion of some sort. 3, centering yourself. 6, coming out again in the sense of, again, reevaluating things. Okay, so Pisces, you could be reevaluating connections, again, separating those who you want to be involved with and those that you can't. Maybe you worry about people having their hand out, knowing some of the things that you have, or the maybe, I don't know why, this feeling of like pull that you have, maybe as far as like name dropping of some sort, or particular like high profile connections, things like that. Wondering if people are going to start using you for that. Okay, and so that's where I feel like some of you guys are right now. But let's get into this. I love the imagery of this card. It says the frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Okay? It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Okay, so right now you are either feeling very prosperous, Pisces, or have been very prosperous, and it's nothing wrong with celebrating it. It's a beautiful thing, especially when you've been putting in the hard work. Again, like I said before, just don't belittle other people for not having what you have right now. Okay, It's called gloating. Okay, and some people don't like it. Okay, and it's not because they're hating on you or anything like that. It could be a sense of, if you eating, why can't we eat type vibe. Okay, for and that's, not for everybody, but just a small few of people could have that type of sentiment in what it is that you're doing right now. Okay, a lot of people want to get put on, but their work ethic doesn't match with your work ethic, or maybe you're not that big of a fan of their work, and so that's why you're not really letting them in on what it is that you're doing a lot. Maybe you used to and now you don't. Maybe you're testing people before letting them in. It's a whole thing. Okay, Pisces, and I'm not going to try and have your reading be longer than anyone else's, although you are one of the signs that I do spend the most time on. Okay, because of course I have a soft spot for Pisces, but nonetheless, that is prosperity. Okay, I could literally talk to y'all all day. Next is soul time. Okay, soul time, which is becoming a little bit popular whenever I do these readings as of lately. Okay, and so this is number 40, for denoting protecting your energy. Okay, which is you have every right to do. Okay, just don't let this prosperity and this success blow your head up. Okay, and make you forget who you are and where you came from. Okay, Pisces. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibilities of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Okay, soul time. Okay, so like I said, some form of seclusion. Like I said, door always open, so you can come out of seclusion at any given point in time. Maybe you've become a little bit more introverted than extroverted. You have the ability to do both. You're kind of like a dual type sign in a way. I feel like whoever it is, they could be a Gemini, that could be looking in on Pisces because it's in their chart somewhere, or you have Pisces. Pisces, you might have Gemini in your chart because you have the ability to do both. Mingle with people, but when it's your time, it's your time. So again, like I said, 36 equaling out to 9, some kind of completion going on with something that you've been working on. Maybe you want to pass it on to somebody, but maybe you're not too sure about doing so, or whether or not to close the book on that particular chapter of your life and maybe move on to something new, where you're now by yourself. Maybe you've worked in a group before and now you are ready to be on your own. Okay, that's also a possibility as well. Okay, tying in just a little bit for everybody's energy. Okay, so that's all that I have for you guys, Pisces. Again, I'm not going to get into it that much. You have 2 more readings to go, so there's more to delve into when we get to those. Okay, so until then, Pisces, peace.